You may be seated. Good afternoon, everyone. It is an honor to stand before you today as we are gathered here to celebrate one of life's greatest moments, the joining of two hearts, Philip and Jessica. Today we have come together to witness the joining of these two lives. Romance is fun, but true love is something far more, and it is their desire to love each other for life. A good marriage must be created. In marriage, the little things are the big things. It is never being too old to hold hands. It is remembering to say, I love you, at least once a day. It is never going to sleep angry. It is standing together and facing the world against any adversity. It is speaking words of appreciation and demonstrating gratitude in thoughtful ways. It is having the capacity to forgive and forget. It is giving each other an atmosphere in which each can grow. It is a common search for the good and the beautiful. It is not only marrying the right person, it is being the right partner. At this time, we would like to take a moment of silence to remember loved ones, both friends and family, who are not with us here today. Those who were unable to be here and those who have since passed away. While they may not be physically with us, Jess and Phil feel their love and support. We do know that they are here with us in spirit. Let us pause. Thank you. Jessica and Philip, I ask that you always treat yourselves and each other with respect and remind yourselves often of what brought you here together today. Give the highest priority to the tenderness, gentleness, and kindness that your marriage deserves. When frustration and difficulty assail your marriage, as they do to every relationship at one time or another, focus on all the reasons why you choose to keep loving each other. Focus on all the beautiful things your love has created. This way, when clouds of trouble hide the sun in your lives and you lose sight of it for a moment, you can remember that the sun is still there and trust that it will soon return. And if each of you will take responsibility for the quality of your life together, it will be marked by abundance and happiness. When speaking with Jessica about her favorite things about Phil, she talked about the fact that he has a lot of quirkiness about him. She loves the way he loves her and loves their beautiful child, Charlotte. She can see it in his eyes when he looks at them both. Another thing that Jessica loves about Phil is that when she's in a bad mood, he is very patient and allows her to process her emotions aloud before he reacts. Smart man. When talking about Phil, Jess describes him as caring, emotional, and determined, and that he is a tall, handsome hunk of meat. Yes, you got that right. She said a tall, handsome hunk of meat. Besides his height and hunkiness, she compares Phil to her father with their similar mannerisms and quirky senses of humor. And Jessica compares their love, the love that Phil shows toward Charlotte, with the love that her late beloved father, Willie, always showed both Jessica and her sister, Anna. When Jessica was asked about when she knew Phil was the one, she responded that at first, he played hard to get, which she hated, but it also made him more attractive to her. It was then she realized that he just might be the one. Now, when speaking with Phil about his favorite things about Jessica, he immediately responded that he loves how she lets him try to be funny and that she doesn't get on his case about it. To quote Phil, "She lets me be me." He went on, "She's a very caring person and a great mother. I cannot ask for a better partner. She's my best friend." Phil described Jessica as majestic, foxy, and like a firecracker because when I look at her, my eyes just pop. And he loves that she's generally quiet, but she certainly can be the life of the party if she wants to be. When asked about when he knew Jessica was the one, Phil responded, "I knew she was the one within a week or two of meeting her. She was coming after me, and I played hard to get. She was on a mission." Mission accomplished.
I'd say so.
Now for the vows. Philip, do you take Jessica to be your wife?
I do.
Do you promise to love, honor, cherish, and protect her, forsaking all others and holding only unto her forevermore?
I do.
Jessica, do you take Philip to be your husband?
I do.
Do you promise to love, honor, cherish, and protect him, forsaking all others and holding only unto him forevermore?
I do.
May we have the rings? I'll take the ring from the inside. I'll go take this first. I'll give it to you in a moment. Thank you. The ring is a symbol of the unbroken circle of love. Love freely given has no beginning and no end, no giver and no receiver, for each is the giver and each is the receiver. May these rings always remind you of the vows you have taken. Philip, you're first. Phil, repeat after me. I, Philip, take thee, Jessica, to be my wife.
I, Philip, take thee, Jessica, to be my wife,
To have and to hold in sickness and in health,
to have and to hold in sickness and in health,
for richer or poorer, and I promise my love to you.
for richer, for poorer, and I promise my love to you.
And with this ring I take you as my wife,
And with this ring I take you as my wife,
for as long as we both shall live.
for as long as we both shall live.
I'm shaking so bad.
This is the first time doing it.
Good.
Got it.
It fits. Well, you take that. Thank you. Jessica, repeat after me. I, Jessica, take thee, Philip, to be my husband,
I, Jessica, take thee, Philip, to be my husband,
to have and to hold in sickness and in health,
to have and to hold in sickness and in health,
for richer or poorer, and I promise my love to you.
for richer or poorer, I promise my love to you.
And with this ring I take you as my husband for as long as we both shall live.
And with this ring, I take you as my husband for as long as we shall live.
To make your relationship work will take love. This is the core of your marriage and why you are here today. It will take trust to know that in your hearts you truly want what is best for each other. Yes. And for your daughter, Charlotte. It will take dedication to stay open to one another and to learn to grow together. It will take faith to go forward together without knowing exactly what the future brings. And will take commitment to hold true to the journey you both have pledged today. By the power vested in me by the Universal Life Church and the state of New York, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may now kiss. It is my absolute pleasure to introduce to you the newest Mr. and Mrs. Streeter.
Hello, everyone. Hello. Everyone have a drink? Get your drink ready. So, we're here today as witnesses of two individuals, Jessica and Philip, who are solidifying their union and friendship in the most traditional way. Today is September 4th, 2020, and I want to make this clear to Charlotte and for when she gets older, and maybe some potential nieces and nephews, to remind them that this year has not been the most promising to any of us. We're living in an unexpected time with unprecedented events and some tragedies which have affected us all to some certain degree. In general, we're living in the unknown as usual, but there is one thing that we do know, and that's the events that are taking place right now today with Philip and Jessica Streeter. What do I respond to that with? I want us all to remember this moment, especially you two. Here's where it becomes hard. I love you guys. I do. Phil, I've always followed you in your footsteps. You've been a great role model to me. You've been there, and that 4-year difference was kind of hard because there was always a gap between us. You were entering middle school, I was entering elementary school. You were entering high school, me middle school, etc., etc. So there's always been some distance, but you've always paved the path for me in life. And for that, I thank you, because you did a great job. Every single person that I know who knows you loves you. You're just a lovable guy. And Jess, I absolutely adore your strength, and just you in general. I mean, you have such a will to you to get what you want. You're a go-getter, and that's exactly what Phil needs. And like I said, with this unprecedented times and how hard it really is for everyone right now, we're losing a lot, but we're gaining something. Phil, you are gaining the best woman there is possible for you. You need that, and from you, Jess can also learn. So it's a win-win situation right there. I just want everyone to raise their glass right now for Phil and Jess, for the friendship that they have and will continue to have, for all the bullshit that they're gonna have to go through, but they're gonna win because they've always won. So here's to you guys. Love you too.
You guys can make a lot more noise for him than that. There you go. Let's invite Anna up. She has some kind words to share.
All right.
Thank you.
Romina. Sorry. Jessica, I love you so much. And you know, I don't have any stories about how Jess and I stayed up late planning our dream weddings together, because we never really talked about that kind of stuff. I guess for us, it just wasn't that big of a deal. But really what I mean is that from day one, Jess has been 100% her own person, and she's never relied on her partner to define who she is. And that's the reason that this works so well with Phil, is that he does not demand you to be anything that you aren't. He doesn't expect you to be even an ounce less of who you are. He loves you fully. He knows how strong you are. And he knows that you can achieve anything you want. And I've watched him fully support her. He is her partner in all things fully. And as your big sister, that is all I want for you. To see you happy and so in love. I'm so proud to be able to witness that love taken to a whole new level with Charlotte. To watch you become a mother, Jess, has been an amazing experience. And the love that you and Phil have for her is so special. And you know, I need to talk about Dad. About how proud he was of you. About how proud he was when he saw you creating your own little life and family for yourself. With Phil, and then with Charlotte. Dad admired your strength, particularly your strong head, which you got from him. He admired your ability to know what you want and make it happen for yourself. And this situation is no different. You found someone who makes you happy, and you wouldn't settle for anything less. Jess and Phil, I love you both. Congratulations.
Very nice, Anna.
All right. So usually when I grab a mic, I'm singing karaoke. So this is a little different for me. But for those of you that don't know me, my name's Kyle. I'm Phil's cousin. Now, Phil was the best man at my wedding, and he gave a speech off the top of his head. I, however, cannot do that, so I wrote it down. So, growing up, Phil and I spent a lot of time together at our grandparents' house, where we constantly rode our bikes around the block, playing soccer and football and pondering ways we could pick on Matt. Fast forwarding to high school, Phil never outgrew all the pranks and wise comments of his younger years. In high school, Phil spent most of his time shoved in lockers, shoved in garbage cans, and even one time he was drugged through the mud by Mike Knox. Phil always enjoyed picking on some of the biggest guys in school, and I always thought to myself, God help this kid find a good woman that can rein him in. Jess came along at the perfect time. Phil was able to stay alive through high school and college, but who knows what the bar scene would have done to him. Jess brought a smile to Phil's face bigger than the one that he ever got from pulling pranks on someone. The two of you together are always so happy. You have brought the most beautiful girl into this world together. And although Jess, your dad, isn't with us anymore, and Phil, Grandpa, isn't here either, just know that they are looking down on both of you today, extremely proud of everything you guys have accomplished and have gone through. So to Jess, Phil, and Charlotte, we wish you all health, wealth, and happiness in the world. I love you guys. Cheers to the Streeters.
And closing it out, we're going to call up Tyler.
Yeah, save the best for last. Might be the worst for last, but So, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to thank everyone for coming out. Thanks for inviting me. I feel pretty special to make the final list for the Streeters' wedding. My name is Tyler Savulich. Again, I'd like to congratulate Phil and Jess on their wedding today. I think they're a wonderful and loving couple who hopefully will grow old loving each other and will raise Charlotte to have a wonderful life. I've known Phil since elementary school. We had some of the same teachers. I remember starting a friendship with Phil, and we used to talk like the characters from Ed, Edd, and Eddy, which I have no clue why we used to do that. I remember we had similar interests in the Army. We used to draw Army pictures together in class. We used to always talk about the movie Predator, which is still a pretty good movie if you guys haven't seen it. We started playing soccer together and hanging out more. Both of our families surprisingly liked each other. We developed a great friendship during school, but also out of school, as our families started hanging out with each other. We would come to family parties, being welcomed by Phil's whole family. I'd like to thank all of them for being so friendly and fun to be around. I could go on for a while today about family friendship, but today's about Phil and Jess. Back to Phil. I remember he used to ride BMX bikes in the trails behind his house, played massive manhunt games in his neighborhood, paintball matches, which didn't go good for me or Phil. We kind of got bullied when we were little in the paintball games. But Phil's dad was pretty good too. And one thing Phil actually taught me is one of the best moves in soccer. It's called the banana kick. Instead of running up, just kicking it, you do a full circle around the ball and kick it with your dominant foot. And then we got in trouble, had to do sprints for the rest of practice. And it's kind of an inside joke, but if you saw the video, you would die laughing. And talking about soccer, don't even ask Phil about the mohawk he had. That is something else. We have pictures.
If you want to see pictures, ask Jim.
No, we don't.
I still think you should do that mohawk again, but we'll see. Plenty of fun times playing video games together, ragging on friends, and Discord, and just bullshitting. Phil inspired me greatly after having his first child, Charlotte. I could see how much he loves his daughter, and he would do anything for her, as with Jess also. He's really put everything into this marriage, and Jess is the other piece to complete him. I wish both of them the best of luck. Wish a happy and healthy growth and future to the new Streeter family. And I'm honored to be here and witness your journey together.
Here, here.
I'll have a cheer.